Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 2 and another mod we have today. When you guys think of a capybara, for starters, what do you think of? Something adorable, something with Capi in the name, shout out to my boy here, but surely not something the size of an entire human, right? Well, today, that is wrong because it is the size of a human. We've got, this name right here, I ain't got a clue. Jose Foatigsia? I ain't got a clue. If you know how to say that name, let me know how to say it in the comments, but we got a giant capybara. Now, once again, we do have two versions. You already know how we do it. The first one's gonna have literally no traits at all, no strength, no nothing. Second one is gonna be beefed up. He's gonna have to go against pretty much everything today, every size. We got the smalls, Utahraptor, then we're gonna have the Dimetrodon coming out, and then finally the Utahraptor, which is probably gonna obliterate. I don't know. We'll see how strong, the capybara is. We've got a Carnotaurus and a Smilodon here. And then if for some reason, somehow, the capybara gets to the large section, we've got Dino, who I think is like the weakest of the large dinosaurs, but again, I don't know if we'll need him. We got the V-Rex, and then we'll have Indominus Rex. There ain't no way a large capybara's beating Indominus Rex, but ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you probably the most adorable creature, probably the most loved creature that we're ever gonna see here. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a capybara. I'm sad. I'm kind of. Wait a minute. I know y'all heard that roar. Maybe I'm mistaken, and the capybara means actual business here. I don't know though, bro. I mean, everybody just check them out for a second. You can see the size of them. Very large, very in charge. We're gonna compare them to some small dinosaurs here in a minute. But hold on, let me actually take control of them here because I see a human over there, right? So if we just speed it up and go right over here, you can see the sheer size of this large capybara here, right? I mean, it's about half the size, if not a little bit. What are we doing? Why we back it up? It's a little bit bigger than half the size of a normal human. And if you don't know anything about capybaras, no, they are normally not the size of a normal human here. Actually, I just looked it up and it says adult capybaras grow to 3.4 to 4.4 feet. But I mean, that's not terrible. That's actually about, half the size, whatever. But then we've got weight. It says 77 to 140 pounds. Okay, that's something I didn't know. This actually might be what they're talking about. Nah, he's gotta be more than 140, right? If you guys had to guess a weight for our large capybara species here, how much do you think he weighs? Does it say it on here anywhere? Nah, I don't think it does. Metabolism, age, it does say all this stuff. It doesn't really show me anything else though. So we're not gonna focus on that too much. And look at his little run, bro, hold up. Let me, slow motion run. That's the most adorable thing I've ever seen. I genuinely hope that this man does great in today's video. I think he's gonna do great. Yeah, about that. I don't really know. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and introduce the first small dinosaur. I mean, even the small dinosaurs are about the same as our large capybara, So really, we have a small versus small currently. And then I don't know what's gonna happen when the mediums come out. That's gonna be crazy. What I do know for sure is that, the smaller dinosaurs are gonna attack the capybara. I made sure to get all carnivores so that they wouldn't really have a choice. We have no other food. And hold up. Oh, is he coming after him? Hold up now. He's just laying down. I thought Capybara was taking the action to the Utahraptor. But nah, he's just taking the cutest nap I've ever seen. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, what should we name this man? We can't name him. What was his name earlier? I just can't go along with what this name is. I'm never going to be I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. Or do we just shorten it and call him Jose? You know what I'm saying? Is that Jose the Capybara? I don't know. Let me know some names in the comments. Hold up. Look over the shoulder of the capybara here. Looks like the Utahraptor has made his way over here, but is not. Wait a minute, Capi, what are you doing? Actually, I'm gonna call him Capi. What you mean? Hopefully, with a name like Capi, he's not gonna do us dirty and just get obliterated first dinosaur. But surely not, right? Let's see. Utahraptor is now going away from the capybara, so maybe he's undercover right now. Oh, hold up, where you going? Okay, he's laying back down. I'll pick back up when we get something interesting happen, guys. Hopefully we'll have a fight soon.
One eternity later.
Okay, we might have something here. I just looked up and saw the Utahraptor sprinting towards what looks like the capybara over here, right? Look at the Capi. He's just chilling. Surely he's not just gonna go get a drink of water, right? Utahraptor, what are we doing, man? Why are you always just not doing anything? I mean, my man's starting to starve over here. He's got a large chunk of meat just laying right here. Surely this thing isn't that terrifying, right? Utahraptor. Wait a minute, what's he doing? Look at the capybara in fighting stance. Oh, there we go. That's why he was in fighting stance. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the first fight of the day with young Capi, who is going to take the victory. I kind of want to slow this down a little bit. Slow-mo Capi. Oh, look at Capi. Oh, he already has him low HP for the Utahraptor. Okay, I am actually very shocked, very surprised that I just saw the capybara basically run over an Utahraptor. What the? Ladies and gentlemen, capybara is here to stay. He was like, Capi, don't be worried for me, all right, big fella? Call an ambulance, but not for me. Ladies and gentlemen, I am impressed. All right, hey. So round one against a small dinosaur. Absolutely, Capi goes crazy. Now, we're gonna start getting to some stronger versions over here. We got the Dimetrodon. I do know I got some Dimetrodon fans out there, so today just might be your video, but, I mean, you just witnessed what happened to Mr. Utahraptor over there, right? It's not gonna be no easy feat. Dimetrodon, if you want this W, you're gonna have to fight. And I mean fight, big fella, because this man right here means business. Y'all saw him getting his little fighting stance and whatnot? He was not, okay, well, he needs a nap now, guys. I'll be back. And it looks like it was a nap well needed because now Capi is on the move and you can see in the distance, looking like a little turtle lizard thingy. We got Dimetrodon on the move as well. Let's see if Capi makes his way. Is he gonna start a fight with the Dimetrodon? Or is he just, was that a sneeze? What's happening here? All right, no fight starting yet. But now the Dimetrodon is turning around and we might have a fight very short. Oh yeah, here we go. Capi getting in fighting stance. And it's game time. Oh my, did you see how fast the Dimetrodon was moving over here? Let's see if the Dimetrodon can do anything different than what the Utahraptor did. We're gonna go ahead and play it. Oh my, Capi with the no-look destruction. My man with 95% HP. He was starting to go down because he was hungry. Still had 95% HP though. Got one shot by the capybara. Hey. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and take out the Utahraptor. But now that I've seen what I've seen, I did say that the Utahraptor was gonna be like probably obliterating the capybara. I don't think that anymore. I think that our large giant capybara here is gonna actually do some good damage here and might actually win. My boy Capi with no strength boost. Let me make sure actually, hold up. Let me make sure that Capi, okay, yeah, look, no traits manifested. So, and he's a 1-star? Bro, who didn't recruit this man out of college? All right, you know what? Listen, we do still have, like I was gonna say, we do still have this one right here that does have all the strength and defensive buffs. So even if somehow the Utahraptor does get an overwhelming victory, it don't matter. We still got one more version. All right, guys, we could possibly have something here. We got Utahraptor, and Capybara definitely notices him now. Look at him getting up from his slumber. Capi has now noticed that there is yet another carnivore about to be after him, most likely pretty soon. Hold up now. Capi is in fighting stance, and it is game time. Ladies and gentlemen, his third competitor of the day is going to be Utahraptor. Now, that's the first time Capi's been hit. It only did 24 damage, but now the most important question is how much damage is Capi going to do to the Utahraptor? Great hit. How much damage? Oof. It looks like this is Capi's best competition here. I mean, I kind of figured it would be like that, but I thought the Utahraptor was going to obliterate. So, like, the things that are going on right now, I'm already super proud of this version of Capybara. With no strength boost, no defensive boost, no nothing. He's got 52% to 58%. So, really, I mean, anything could happen right now. Because, for one, this version of the Utahraptor, he's going to be hungry here in a minute. So, he's going to start dropping HP. Meanwhile, this man's nowhere near hungry. He be eating leaves and grass, you know what I'm saying? My man is nowhere near hungry, so he's gonna have more HP. We'll see when they fight again if the Utahraptor gets obliterated or not. And if he does, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it now. The Carno's gonna come out and most likely eat the Capybara. I mean, it's the way of the world, all right? It's the circle of life. The Carno's definitely gonna win. But then, after that, we are taking out the beefed up version of the big Capybara. We'll see him soon, I would imagine. Oh, it might be sooner than we thought. Ladies and gentlemen, Capybara versus the Utahraptor. And like I said, yeah, Utahraptor, seeing that it was, dying of starvation. Not my fault. Kind of my fault, but like, he had to get him to get some, you know the drill here. All right, let's go ahead and get out Utah. And after, we'll let Capi get to 100% HP. Actually, no, we won't. He'll be fine. Well, once we release Carno, I mean, he'll probably be at 100 anyways. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are on to the medium-sized dinosaurs, which honestly, I don't even know if they'll fight Capi. Like, is he going to be too small? Or is the Carno just like, is he going to hunt him? We'll see what happens shortly. Capi should be, yeah, he is at 100%. Our Capybara, he's playing dead right now. I don't blame you, bro. That's a large dino. Technically medium. Regardless, I'd be playing dead too. And look at the Carno already kind of creeping towards him. Nah, I don't like that. Carno, back up. Okay, there we go. Carno sat down. I'll pick back up with you guys when Capi gets up from his slumber and we have a fight, potentially. Okay, never mind. He laid back down. Oh, no. Guys, I just noticed something. I was over here peeking at, Capi. I was checking out his fur and whatnot. And then I peek over here. Look at the Carno. That is terrifying. Pretty sure the Carno is now hunting the Capybara. Is he getting in fighting stance? That is a very long ways away to getting in a fighting stance, but, I mean, I appreciate it. There we go. Carno is now roaring. Let's see who runs after who. Yeah, Carno's running after Capi. It's not looking good for us, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ladies and gentlemen, Capybara. Capybara took a seat. All right, listen. That did only take one shot, and I kind of thought it would be like that. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's game time now. We are releasing the bad version of the Capybara. Sure, it might look the same as the other one, but it's not the same. All right, you know how this goes. We're gonna go ahead and fully get the Capybara released, and now we'll show you if this man has 30% or technically plus 60% stamina, plus 60% strength and defense. So this is the beefed up version. Will he avenge his long lost brother who is literally getting eaten over here? Ew, it's gray. What are you eating? Okay, you know what? Let me get that out of here. If you want some food, you gotta attack the biggest, the baddest Capybara known to man. I will say, though, Capi's already running. I don't like the Capybara's running. Wait a minute. I think Capybara did also, by the way, have a different version to him. As you can see, if we go to modify the genome, he's got the Capybara skin. But what if we do, like, one of these versions? Like, what if we take out a yellow Capi? Also, wait a minute. It says dead dino up here. Who died? Wait a minute. Hopefully, it's just that other Capybara. Okay, let's begin that. Okay, it was that. We just began that task. So we'll release one more Capybara if this one does take a seat. Because I want to see how the large dinos or what the large dinos would do to him. All right, Capybara. Carno is running currently. Maybe he's just thirsty. Yeah, I mean, I guess. He's looking for water. Okay, I was about to say, is he running from Capi already? I mean, Capi might be feeling a little dangerous out here. Look at him. He's running towards the Carno at the moment. Basically where his long-lost brother was obliterated. Let's see if he tries to avenge him here. Oh, Carno's sitting down in the background, and all right, Capi's eating. Listen, get a full belly, big fella, because you got a big fight coming up. Yo, Capi, what are you doing? Capybara just went all the way over here, walked about a mile to sit closer to the Carno. I feel like he's kind of taunting him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Capi is going to be the one to take... Look, he's still walking towards him. Brother, Capybara, what are you doing, big fella? Oh, now he's running. Okay, I'm not sure what he's doing. Playing hide and seek? Maybe some tag? I ain't got a clue. Capi, what is going on? Uh-oh, they are close to each other. Bro, Carno just keeps sitting down. He's lonely. Is he hungry, though? Okay, he's nowhere near hungry. This is the fight that I've been waiting to see for a hot minute. Capi, can we turn around and... okay, here we go. Hold up now. Might have something. Capi just keeps running away, though. I don't know how the Carno got the Capybara to fight last time. Wait a minute. He's walking towards him. And he's running away. All right. Well, I'll be back when they actually look like they're going to fight. Oh, hold up. It might be happening. Yep, Capybara is about to get into fighting stance. And you can see the Carno over there roaring. Ladies and gentlemen, will this be the last of the Capi versus medium dinos? And we'll have to go to larges and kind of just finish off the Capybara. Or will Capi be able to take a bite? He couldn't even take a bite from a Carno. Well, like I said, I mean, if he wasn't going to defeat the Carno, he wasn't going to defeat any of the other ones. Like Dimetrodon, Wait a minute, Smilodon. We should have started with the Smilodon. Hold up. All right, well, regardless, we are going to be able to, introduce Big Fella into the arena. We got the yellow version of the Capybara. And then let's go ahead and release Smilodon. We'll see the Smilodon just to see what a Cenozoic creature would do to a Capybara, if anything. Let's go ahead and also see if this looks like a Capybara. Because the other one did say Capybara skin. This one just was yellow. Why are you actually more beautiful in this form? My boys, it kind of just looks like a lightly colored zebra. A zebra mixed with a capybara? Capybara? I ain't got a clue. All right, Capybara versus Smilodon. I'll pick back up when we get to that fight. And then whoever wins that fight, hopefully it's Capi. We're going to release Dino and see what happens from the large category. All right, so I've kind of trapped them over in this area now, so they'll have to fight eventually. All right, I'm basically making my own UFC arena. Oh, hold up. They're kind of circling each other already in the water, by the way. I think the Capybara would win in the water. I don't really know. Smilodon just going to the deep end. Buddy, can you even swim? All right, the Smilodon is now hungry. So, you know, he should be looking for some food, right? I see, like I've said before, I see a big piece of meat right here. You know, Capybara's got a lot of meat on his bones. I mean, all you got to do is take this man down. Instead, he's wanting to swim. I'm not really sure what Smilodon's doing here. If I don't see Smilodon do anything in the next, like, 5 minutes my time, I'm going to release, I guess, Dino. All right, I'm doing it. Dino is coming out. Oh, my goodness. I forgot how big Dino actually was in this game. Dino versus Capybara might be the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. We'll see what Dino does, but maybe Capi surprises us. Yeah, meanwhile, the Smilodon's over here just not smiling. Look at this man. I mean, he's sleeping, but he's also dying of starvation currently. Where is the Capybara? Okay, here he is. Capybara's just, you know, having a good time. Oh, I thought he was running towards Dino. Actually, you know what? I'm about to lock them in the biggest UFC cage you guys have ever seen. Like I said, I just want to see what would happen against the large dinosaur. If Capybara would do anything, and it looks like Dino has spotted his prey here. Will Capi be able to do anything? If he does do some damage, actually, he would have to defeat Dino. If he defeats Dino, we'll hop over to the next large dinosaur, but if he doesn't, Capi's time here is officially over. Oh, y'all just friends or something like that? Y'all just said hi to each other and walked past? And he's taking a nap. Wow, that's surprising. In what world would a giant crocodile just pass up a capybara? I think the capybara would get eaten very quickly. The Dino's roaring in the background, but Capybara just seems ultra unamused. It doesn't even look like a fight is starting. I might be taking what I just said back. Capybara's sitting right here, or standing rather, and look at the Dino. Buddy is locked on to the Capybara right now. I don't know if that means necessarily it's gonna be a fight. Crocodile Dino is roaring at him. But we're still not getting anything. Yo, Dino just doesn't want the Capybara. It looks like Capybara might be good against the large dinosaurs because they might just, you know, they might not even fight him. I mean, I've made this cage even smaller so that, you know, if Dino wants some food, his only option is the Capybara. That's going to be it. He's not even close to needing some food, though, so... I mean, he's hunting him down. Look at him. He's roaring at him, walking straight behind him, but literally just not doing anything. Capybara might be, you know, he's got some good camouflage, I guess. Bro, I made this place even smaller. Yes! All right, finally. Can the Capybara withstand? He did withstand an attack from the Dino. Now let's see how much damage he's going to deal to Dino over here. This is what I wanted to see, bro. Like I said, though, if he doesn't win, that's going to be a wrap. And he ran away. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it today for Capybara. You know, we saw what he was able to do, though. I think any small dinosaur he would be able to destroy. Any medium dinosaur, most likely going to lose, but maybe like the Smilodon, he would be able to defeat. I don't really know. Let me know who you think Capybara would be able to destroy in this game. What certain dinosaurs, but smalls, yes. Medium, maybe. Large, definitely no. Not even close. Capybara for you, though, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I love you. Goodbye.